Can someone love you well if you don't know how to receive love?
Absolutely. And I know it's gonna sound cliche, but I mean Jesus does.
Ooh.
Right? I mean, even before.
Pasta try.
I mean, he does love us before we first loved him.
Okay.
So, all jokes aside, like, yes, I think honestly, like, that's the whole purpose of unconditional love, right? Like, so, unconditional love, maybe it's not dependent on how the other person's loving you, but how, like, you determine and say you're gonna love them. And I think that a lot of times, like, that's actually how people can, like, actually get healthier. Because if you put somebody who's maybe, like, really good at relationships, can love well, with someone who maybe can't love the best, a lot of times, like, that person who, like, is secure attached, does love well, can actually model what it looks like to be healthy in relationships with the person who maybe needs to learn to love themselves. But I do think that, like, it makes it harder. Like, if you don't know how to, like, love yourself, if you don't know how to receive healthy love, if you've been, like, wired and conditioned to actually see toxic love as fun, as exciting, as, like, what love looks like, then it can feel foreign when somebody loves you the way you're supposed to be loved. It can feel, like, unsafe to certain people.
Yeah.
So.
No, I like that. And I would agree, especially what you said about not understanding or knowing what healthy love looks like, especially if, like you said, you are very comfortable or you're accustomed to toxic love. Then if someone who is secure, someone who comes along and can love you well, but because you don't perceive that as love, and it's not their fault either, like, because you just don't know what healthy love looks like, then you're not going to know how to, like, receive it. You're not going to actually be able to acknowledge that that's healthy love. So you wouldn't be able to receive it well because you don't know what healthy, safe love looks like, because you're accustomed to toxic love, you're accustomed to inconsistency, hot and cold. So that's what's associated with love. And I also will add that I think that you wouldn't be able to receive love well if you also don't know how to communicate what it is that you need. Like, someone can only do so much without knowing what it is that you need. But if you're not communicating what that looks like and what that is for you, then you're not giving the other person the opportunity to love you well, to love you in the way that you desire to be loved. And that person has dated multiple people before you, or, you know, however many people before you, but either way, they're getting to know you, so they don't know what it is exactly that you need to feel loved. So if you don't know how to explain or express or communicate what that looks like for you, then you're not going to be able to receive it because you're not explaining what it is that you need. So
yeah, I would definitely agree. And even on the communication front, like, I think that, wait, let me get gas real quick. So I think, like, on the communication front, if you don't really, like, understand, like, how, first of all, to go ahead and communicate your needs, then you're always going to be in a place of, like, I'm gonna have to turn off the car. You're always going to be, like, in a place of, like, lack in your relationship, right? Because if, let's say, like, you're somebody who needs, like, romantic relationships, or you need a romantic connection, or you're somebody who needs, like, affection, or you're somebody who needs, like, more validation from your partner, more reassurance, if you don't know how to receive love well, chances are you don't think that you should communicate that. You think your partner should just already automatically know that you need reassurance, that you need validation, that you need those things. But if you're not communicating it to it, and that person has had different relationships and they've never had to do that in their past relationships, how would they know that's what you need? Right? So that's also even going to be another form of, like, affecting you in a way that's not necessarily going to be good.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with what you just said. Yeah, if you don't know how to communicate it.
I'm about to go outside and pay.
Oh, we can go inside. If you don't know how to communicate what it is that you need, then you're not going to actually be able to receive the love that you want and that you desire. So communication is key. So, yeah. Well, the sun is nice.